Okay, go.
Live. Yeah. What's up, my YouTubers? All right, so check this out. Real fast, a little quick little update with what's going on. Um, I'm not gonna play no music or nothing like that right now. And I'm not gonna talk too much about my DUI when I got hit by a drunk driver. I'm just gonna give you a little update of what's going on. I had several doctor's appointments this morning, and they came to a conclusion. No, so they gave me a couple options on my next surgery. And of course, I haven't got to my head yet or nothing like that, but I still got to get approval through my my brain doctor and my regular doctor for the surgery, which that's nothing. I'll get the approval. So they gave me a few options to for my next surgery, which is gonna happen late June. Um, so pretty much, and remind you, this is all due because I got hit by a drunk driver. I still got multiple surgeries to go as once reconstruction my face again, which I don't think I'm gonna go that route, even though my palate still drops and my mouth still gets swollen half the time. It sounds like I'm talking where you can't understand me. Um, but I can pretty much deal with that. My shoulder's still healing from my reverse shoulder replacement, which but they say by the time I'm 65 that I'll probably need another one. But I don't know if I can do that when I'm 65. I might just live with the pain. But we'll see as we get closer. So my next option was for my femur. So of course, you know, if you don't know the story, my femur, when I got hit by a drunk driver head on my way to work, my femur, while my shoulder, my forearm, you know, all the bones pretty much hanging out of my left side of my body. But my femur was got shattered and broke and snapped, and it was hanging out of my leg. My foot was degloved. They had to amputate it. So the femur is the hardest bone in your body. It's like concrete, and mine's was snapped. You know, it shattered. So you know, of course, they had to fix it. They had to put hardware. They had to put bone grafts, pretty much dead people's bones, in the gaps and stuff. They had to put it together, and you know, and they used bolts and screws and all that great stuff. Well, it didn't heal right. Part of it healed. It partially healed, and they put a plate to help it heal. Well, there were supplies that the plate didn't break yet, and they say, you know, it's gonna break eventually. But but it didn't heal right. I still got gaps in my femur. You know, a big part of my femur didn't heal. So they gave me a couple options just to let it be. And of course, the plate's gonna wind up busting because it's the plate that sits on the outside of my thigh or leg, whatever that part. Yeah. Well, anyways, and but it's like a paper clip. You know, eventually it's gonna bust, and I'm gonna wind up needing surgery anyways. Or considering that I still need a knee replacement, and I can't get my knee replacement until my femur heals. And remember, this is back in 2018. My femur still didn't heal right, and so considering that I still need a knee replacement, and my femur hasn't healed, I need my femur to heal. They say that I can pretty much kill two birds with one stone. And yeah, I think I said that right. Oh, I said it right. Well, anyways, so I could pretty much kill two birds with one stone and just get a above the knee amputation. So I won't need my knee replacement, and just take off my femur, and boom. But due to that, you know, it's gonna be extensive therapy. I gotta learn how to walk, use you know my new leg that's gonna be way up here instead of you know below the knee, and you know eventually that's gonna be a lot more problems, a lot more. But um, they said you know they didn't recommend that one because you know I got a lot more stabilizations or whatever words they you know big doctor words. So pretty much to dumb it down because I'm a dumb when it comes down to medical terms, and I tell them that all the time. You know, you got to talk on my level. Um, so that was one they didn't recommend, but they had to throw it out there. And so the ones that I picked and the one that they also recommended was so they're gonna take out my hardware. They're gonna put more bone graft to pack up the gaps, and put a rod in the middle of my leg that's going from my knee all the way up to my hip. So I asked him, with that new rod, how is that going to work? Because I know when I try to lay on my side, my hardware it hurts and it's painful. I can't lay on my left side, let alone my shoulder is still healing. But on my leg, even when I'm sitting down in the car, when I'm sitting on my walker on a wheelchair, it doesn't matter. I feel that hardware, and it hurts. And so the way he explained it, it's going to be less hardware, pretty much. That rod's going to be less hardware, and it's a rod that's going to feed like in the middle of my leg, not on the outer part of my leg. So I won't feel it. I won't feel it like I do my hardware I got in my leg now. So that's a plus. Then, but they were talking about they might have to shave off a little bit of my bone, so my nub might shorten a little bit, which is not a big deal. It means I'm gonna have to get a new prosthetic, a new readjustments and all that good stuff. So I might be on a wheelchair again for a while, but nothing majorly like above the knee amputation. And they said, but they said that'll be my best bet, and to get the rod in the middle of my leg, take out the hardware because the hardware is about to snap, and repack up my gaps with new bone grafts, and so try and shorten it as much as possible. That's the route I want to take. Of course, the anesthesia, that jumps on that anesthesia that puts me to sleep. Um, he wants to get approval through my primary doctor and through my brain doctor and all that, which that's nothing. I get approved. I just had shoulder replacement, so I had no reason for them not to approve it. But that's pretty much what's going on right now with me. So I'm looking at another surgery late June, and most likely I don't know for how long, but I'm going to be in a wheelchair again for a while. That's if they have to. Well, of course, I need to heal enough for me to start putting pressure on it and walking on it again. So that time, and then if they had to trim off a little bit of my bone on the bottom of my nub, that should be a longer time in the wheelchair. But everything they won't know until they actually get in there and start chopping away. Well, I shouldn't say chopping away. I hope no chopping away. I'm not getting above the knee amputation, but pretty much go in there and start fixing it, filling up the gaps putting the rod in there, filling up the gaps in my femur that didn't heal last time, and revising it pretty much. And they have to shorten it up. They won't know they will have to shorten it or not. They were thinking about it because that will help it heal faster and stronger. Then if I don't shorten it a little bit, then you know what? It'll still heal, but it'll take a little longer. Which honestly, at this point, I still got a lot of healing to do anyways. I still got more surgeries to come anyways. So I'm thinking, you know what? Why not wait a little extra time? I'm waiting for other surgeries anyways. And so I'm thinking just going that route and tell them, you know what? Don't take out no more of my leg. So as of right now, that's what I'm looking at. And that's, I want to say, well, I got to get approved through the other doctors, to get the okay, which, that's nothing. And then, so I will be back in a wheelchair for a while. And once it heals and I get my knee replacement, I should have Cadillac knee replacement because I have to customize every bone and everything. Because they can't give me a knee replacement because they said usually with a regular knee replacement, they have a rod that goes down to your ankle, hooks onto your ankle, and goes up to your knee the way they explain it. And in my case, since I don't have an ankle, they got to do a Cadillac knee replacement where they have to customize, have to take several MRIs of both sides and customize every single bone in my knee. This way they can do that way. And they don't have to, screw in and into my femur and all that good stuff. So, I'm still looking at several more surgeries left on my leg. Now, if I was to do the above the knee, it'll cut all that off, but it's a lot more therapy, a lot more physical strength and energy. I don't know how to explain it. A lot more learning, a lot more, and being blind, completely blind. I rather just keep my below the knee amputation and wait a little bit longer because I got a lot of waiting to do anyways. Um, before I go any further. So I mean, I'm already at a waiting game, so it don't make much difference to me. And so yeah, that's what I chose to pick to do this way. It's not above the knee where I'll get rid of the knee replacement and get rid of the femur and all that. But like I said, it's more intense. I'm trying to think of the words. Uh, me, I've never been good with words, anyways. But it's more intense, a lot more. Man, I'm trying to think of the words. Well, anyways, you guys kind of get what I'm saying, even though I can't bring the words out. Um, so that's pretty much my update. What's going on right now? And my face, honestly, I'm thinking of just letting it be and just dealing with it. My drainage tube's messed up, so a lot of times when I'm talking here, that's because the way my drainage tube is, and my palate still collapsed. Hey, but the reason why they're talking about because my jaw sits sideways, and being that it sits sideways, I got a palate that still collapsed, and my nose is still broken from the inside. My right cheekbone is still broken from the inside. And they're, trying to figure out a way where they can fix it all without reconstructing my whole face, but there's really no other way to do it unless I just deal with what I got. And it feels weird. Like right now when I'm talking, it, I can feel my mouth kind of swelling up already. But it is what it is. Something that I can live with. It's just, it is what it is. Regardless, I'm still blessed to be here, no matter what. So something as minor as that. Even now, I still haven't got used to it. Being that it's been since 2018 since it happened to me. It's still something that I haven't got used to, and oh well. But it's something I can live with. But like I was saying, I'm not your average blind person that can sit there and find my way around with the blind stick and all that. I'm on a walker, so I got that in my way. I got one leg, and it's a lot more challenging being blind with one leg than just your average blind person or just your average person that's an amputee. And that got their eyesight and they're just an amputee. It's a lot easier for them than in my case. And but I'm making the best of what I got, and I'm not one to sit there and sit down and bow down and just accept it. I'm one that's going to sit there and push and fight and push forward and make the best of what I got and say, what, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do this surgery. Let's get it out the way. And, it's a waiting game anyway, so it ain't no big thing for me. As far as my face, they say that they have to reconstruct it. They have to cut my right side from like here down to like my jaw. Before they didn't have to because they went in, my eyes were popping out like golf balls. So they went in through my eyes, my nose, and my mouth. And they reconstructed my whole face like that. But this time around, they would have to cut the side of my face open, pull my skin back like that, and yeah, all that good stuff. So that's something that, I'm pretty sure that I don't have to do. But, just it is what it is. But as far as my leg, that's what I'm looking at right now. So late June, I'm looking at going in there, getting the rod put in the middle of my leg, and packing up my femur with more bone graft to fill up the gaps. And, I've got the whole healing process. And, like my shoulder, I'm still healing. They say it take up to a year for my shoulder to be fully healed. But, it still hurts. It's still sore. But I got a lot more movement in my shoulder than what I did before. I wasn't even able to do that with my old shoulder. Pretty much I could say old shoulder because there's different bones and different, same skin, but you know what I'm saying. But all right, I just want to let you guys know, pretty much what's going on. Hopefully you guys hit me up, let me know what's up. And my fourth my 4-year anniversary is coming up to when I got hit when I was on my way to work and I got hit by a drunk driver, and so I want to get on here. I'm going to find out how this live says you can chat, whatever. I want to find out how that works. See if I can somehow get more subscribers where they can chime in and ask me questions or whatnot. Because on the fourth year, when it comes up, which is September 18th, I want to get on here. I want to talk, answer any questions anybody has. You guys, anybody's curious, they want to ask me anything. Want to get on and answer them. And, pretty much talk about, give my updates, see how I'm feeling with my leg, my healing process coming along, and my shoulder and all that good stuff. So we see how it goes. But for right now, I'm out of here. As soon as somebody comes and kicks me off, I'm going to do some recording right now, because I got some songs. As a matter of fact, that there's a couple songs I'm going to do. There's 2 of them I'm going to upload. One of them I'm going to actually record it right now. And I'm going to get it uploaded sometime this week. By hopefully the weekend, it's uploaded onto my YouTube. And then there's another song that I'm working on. It's going to take a minute because I want to add like 3 or 4 different beats to that one. And then a couple of them I'm not going to upload because I like saving those, just hitting boom, when I'm doing an event or something. And then there's also, I want to do a remix. I want to do a mix of the Funky Aztecs songs and do actually, a mix, something cool, not some extravagant, nothing like that, but something cool. As a lot of people don't know, they think, GUN, all they were the first, Kid Frost were the first Mexican rappers to come out and make music. So actually, Funky Aztecs. They came out during the same time, I want to say, or right before Lighter Shade of Brown did. And they were from Vallejo. Actually knew Merciless, but, I lost contact with him back in the 90s. So, probably don't remember me now. But I want to do a mix with them. And that one I'm going to get it uploaded. So I do got, staying busy. And once I get on, so anyways, that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. And then, so I'm out of here. I think somebody's here to kick me off. So I'm out of here. God bless you guys. And I'll be back on. Right now, I'm going to do some recording. I'm not going to, I will go live Sunday, I think, to play some oldies. Matter of fact, Sunday. So hit me up. 209-496-7571. You can text me or message me on my comment on here, comment on my email, dj.cnoevil209@gmail.com, or hit me up on Instagram, DJ_CNoEvil, or on my TikTok, DJ_C_No_evil. I think it's _209. I'm not too sure, but anyways, and then or my Facebook. Let me know what genre of oldies you want me to play for Sunday. I was thinking taking it back to some East Side Stories, or even taking it back and play some Vicente Fernandez, Ramon Ayala, and some Mexican oldies. You know what I'm saying? Some old cumbias or some. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll play. What most requests I get. If I don't get any, then I'll just play whatever I feel like playing when I go live at 6 o'clock on Sunday. So anyways, I'm out, you guys. Hope you guys have a good one, and go ahead and kick me off.